Hi, this is Dr. Richard Ruhling here to welcome you to the Total Health Channel. We're talking about, and sharing a Protestant view of Catholic bishops' vote for immigration, and want to mention a book, Rome Stoops to Conquer. Uh, the message of the bishops recently was condemning the indiscriminate mass deportation of people and the dehumanizing rhetoric under the Trump administration. But bottom line is that there's some history that most people don't see or understand. Early Americans risked death at sea and by starvation or from Indians in the New World for freedom of speech, assembly, press, and religion. And they crafted a constitution that has made America great, second greatest uh, constitution in the world, second only to the Ten Commandments. When God took Israel out of Egypt, he says, because you love me and I delivered you from bondage, you will not do these things. It was a very positive statement. Favorite author said there's not a negative in the law of God. It's not don't. It's because you love me, you will not do these things. And I think that if we lie, cheat, and steal, we're not happy people. That law is a good law, and the U.S. Constitution is a good constitution to minimize government needing to whip us and make us do right. It's about self-government largely, and that's what we really need. God isn't wanting us to. People wonder, where's God? How come things are so crazy? Why doesn't He stop all this killing? God can't just jump in and do that. If He did that, everybody would be afraid of God and serve Him from fear. But God is a loving God. He loved the world so much that He gave His only begotten Son, it says in John 3:16, to reconcile us. He died for our sins, and because we love Him, we don't want to do the bad things. We want to do the good things, and we can learn to do well and enjoy life. Okay, it's a good life. I'm 83. I've lived well most of my life. Uh, so I just want to extend the invitation here, but going back into history, we find that the medieval church was into forcing people to be good. And they really couldn't do it that way because there were Protestants who didn't want to bow to the Pope and who found that in the Bible a lot of truth and information. So the Catholic Church burned them at the stake. Okay, well, is that good or not? How about the freedom? This is why they came to this country, risking death at sea, death from Indians, and starvation. We want to extend that freedom to others, but people, and the Catholic Church at the same time was colonizing all of South America. Uh, I went to Google it and find out how many dozens of countries there are, from Argentina up to Mexico, and with lots of smaller ones. But why can't those people? I happened to spend a summer in South America in 1960. I was a student from my college, went down like and I came back and brought a report. But I found that everybody I talked to practically wanted to come to America someday. Well, now they're coming, and we're paying the food stamps and the rent subsidies. The Pope comes to our Congress, U.S., in 2015 and tells us how to run the country and let everybody in. Well, I think that's shameless failure on his part, because why do all those people coming from Catholic countries want to be in the only Protestant nation in the world? I think it's a strategy on the part of Jesuits who want to, voting wise, change the politics and let everybody vote for free meals, free rent subsidy, free education, free medical care. Isn't that nice? Let the rich people pay for it. Well, pretty soon the rich aren't rich, and they're going to rebel about that too. Let people earn their own way. Those Catholic countries are far richer in resources than we are. They have rainforests and Amazon rivers and so on, water, fresh water, even going out into the ocean for 100 miles, you got fresh water, even though you can't see the land because the Amazon is so big. Well, we need to see how we can live well with God's plan Otherwise, it says in Jeremiah 30, verse 11, he's going to make a full end of all other nations. I don't want to be here when the full end is made. I believe that it's going to be bad news. And so, anyway, coming back, this country established its constitution, declared war against Britain, freedom, etc., in 1776, just a couple hundred years ago, 250 roughly. Next year is 250, I guess, 26 from 76. So, what's the deal? The deal is that some Catholic people, heads of, they want to make people do it their way. And God isn't into making people. He's wanting us to be smart and wise and see how it is. And he gives us the freedom to do what we want to do without beating us every time we do wrong. But in the end time, those that get to go to the hereafter well and have a heaven to live in are those that learn the lesson, and they're not being told what to do and how to do it and whip you if you do. So during the Reformation, there were millions of people. I was taught, this is now 65 years ago when I was in college, history, conservative historians say 50 to 100 million Christians lost their lives during the Inquisition and the Protestant Reformation. That's a lot of people. And the intent by the Catholic Church, who somehow it got stopped because Napoleon took the Pope prisoner and he died in exile, and God opened up this country. Columbus discovered America, and the people that wanted to came this way, risking lives. The Catholic Church settled and colonized all those countries to our south, from Mexico to down at the bottom, Chile, etc., Argentina. But not good for the way it is. They strategized to move to America, to affect the voting bloc and be liberal. Don't dehumanize anybody. Let them have dignity. Let them have free food stamps, free rent and education and medical care. So that's what's been happening since the Pope came to appeal to help us run the country better. Well, I'd say, why can't they make the countries down there better and do what they want, because they have the resources of the rainforest, etc. I just think it's poor. And when a book was published in 1935, it was based on the Concordat that Cardinal Pacelli signed with Hitler to make the world Catholic, when they won the war. And that's why Italy and Spain joined the war against Europe, basically. The UK was on its knees. They were bombing London almost every night. And America got into the act and stopped the war, won the war, became the greatest nation in the world as a result of World War II, because we stopped what was going on that was going to be bondage. But the intent was Catholic intent. The title of the book is Rome Stoops to Conquer. And yes, it was an effort to use Hitler and war to conquer and make the world Catholic. That's what the agreement was, the Concordat. So not good, and that's less than 100 years ago. And since then, when it failed, they lost the war, they had a new strategy. UN, okay, New World Order, with all those Catholic countries in South America to outvote America as a single nation, okay, and not good, except that we have veto power, etc. But with all the people moving into the country from the South now, it's not a good situation for politics, and I don't know how this is going to end exactly, except that what we're talking about is seen clearly in Revelation 13. The first sea beast, the sea represented people and multitudes, nations, tongues, was the Catholic Church. It came out of the sea. It came because of a populated area in the old world. We came from an unpopulated area. The second beast of Revelation 13 was a lamb-like beast. Lamb-like, gentle, peace-loving, etc. two horns but no crowns, church without a pope, government without a king, Protestant America. But it caused fire to come down from heaven, and Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we did that for World War II. That's what helped end the war. But um, we then strategized to make an image or a look-alike to the previous Catholic beast. The UN is a look-alike to the Catholic Church because there's so many Catholic member nations that will vote the Pope's agenda. So that's really where we're at coming to, and that it's that UN beast, image beast, that is going to compel people that they can't buy or sell unless they have a mark in their right hand or forehead. Talk about a chip implanted maybe, or like our credit cards. You can't buy or sell without a credit card going to a gas station sometimes. But you know, uh, and I've even seen stores that didn't want cash. Interesting. So we're coming to that, and I just say, hey, uh, before they get control, let's learn what we can about what the Bible says is coming, because it's got a clear picture, and that's what the mark of the beast is about, and understanding it. Uh, uh, some people say the mark in a recent epidemic is a precursor to that. Anyway, I'm not saying that's the case, but I just say, hey, um, like to post below a link where you can get a free book online to read. And it helps you understand the history of where we're at today and how we're about to lose our freedoms, Trump or no Trump, and just depending on what happens. I just see the Bible has answers, and we'll give some more of them another time. But thank you for considering this. God bless you, and we'll see you again at the top. Go to the website that I has posted down below. Thank you.